Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome in everybody. It is Wednesday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 11:05 on the East Coast. The perfect time to be tapping in for the full MLB slate since we have a lot of day games. If you're not happy with the amount of night games, we got 4 MLS matches as well. So we got you covered for action throughout the day. The show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to be hitting them up in the DMs right away. We're live on Twitter. We appreciate everybody who's tapping in with us there. We tried to put the link in the title today, so if you want to get into the comments with I don't know how to say that one, but that's a new might be one of our new guys tapping in. But we got Kevin C and Chad and the rest of the home of the number one YouTube subs and commenters out there. They make the live show that much better by dropping their best bets. Grilling, Sosa, and I, whatever the hell you want to do, the chat is for you to let us know if we won your money, lost your money. We're all about having a good time, transparency, and there's only one way up at Daily Bread Media. So give us that like, retweet, follow, sub. Sosa, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. The people love parlays. That's 4 out of 5. Hope y'all were smart enough to tail it. I had one guy get it all the way up to 300 or a plus 340 on Caesars. So yeah, great day yesterday. Couple of crazy beats. Toronto winning a game 1-0, which no one fucking saw coming. I mean, you'd think that if they were going to win a game, they were going to put up runs. They hung us out to dry. Obviously, the Dodgers took care of business. Listen, I don't need 20 DMs in the 7th inning when it's a one-run game, okay? Because the Dodgers are going to come through for you, okay? Just don't worry. I think people they get scared. There's no reason to sweat. It's the Dodgers, the best team in baseball. Everybody talking about the fucking about the trade deadline. Like, newsflash, the Dodgers didn't need anybody. Huh. We got Training coming back, Dustin May coming back, Gratterall coming back, Walker Buehler coming back. Like, why would the Dodgers need to do anything? Why would the best team in baseball, best lineup in baseball, top to bottom, need to improve at the trade deadline? They're already great. Please miss me with the Juan Soto shit. Padres are doing all this and they're gonna lose. They're not. I don't even think they're gonna make the playoffs. Respectfully. Although we will say, like I said, like I mentioned yesterday, the Giants seem to be on that road to extreme decline. They're
Oh,
bad. I think they know it. I think they know that they have no chance of winning the division. And I also want people to remember the fucking Padres are 12 games back. They're 12 games back in the division.
hey, they
So
just want that wild card spot. They did all that movement to have that one game series
make it
just to
make
hold down
sense.
that.
Can someone make that make sense for me? Like, why would I be concerned about a team that's 11 and a half games back in the division? Like, that's fucking idiotic. Are you looking at the moves yesterday? I won't lie. If ever there was a team that said we're going all in and trying to win a championship, it is the Padres. If you talk about a team that absolutely drained their farm system, I mean,
Yep.
they have no farm system after yesterday. None. They have no farm system. They traded all 7 of their top prospects in the organization for veteran players. So
The no salary cap league, or when you just have to pay that extra money, this is what happens in baseball. But
absolutely,
Chad, you could be a Miller Lite guy. Coors Light gives out a free T-shirt, and we're gonna wear it on the show. So everyone who has a sponsorship or wants shit shown on the show, I'll wear whatever you send me. 90% there. We do have to scan it a little bit, but we got
sir.
a full and great day ahead of us. We got the usual 20-minute to half-hour show coming at you. Anything else that you saw from the games last night or from the trade deadline?
I'm trying to think. Not anything major. Not anything major I could think of just off the top of my head. Syndergaard obviously getting traded, fucked up some people's money. We all know like he's terrible with runners on base. Shout out to I will say this. Shout out to Benintendi and Whit Merrifield, who both refused to get vaccinated to play for the Kansas City Royals. But as soon as they have an opportunity to play for a team that is contending, immediately got vaccinated. That is fucking hilarious to me. It also shows me that players were holding that franchise hostage because they knew they were going to suck. So they said, I'm not getting vaccinated. I don't give a fuck about this team. We're not trying to win. As soon as they get the opportunity to jump ship, what do? Immediately get vaccinated. Kind of funny, kind of
The
crazy.
grass is greener, I guess, outside of Kansas City. Houston definitely made some good splashes yesterday. The White Sox just basically staying put was one of the surprises, along with what our man Kevin Link is saying. The Cubs keeping Contreras in Hap. We don't know if the price was too high or what it was, but you had like the Sunday send-off of them giving the hugs and then them back in action last night. But I think so we can get back to the banter at the end of the show because we got a lot of people tapped in with us. Give us that like, retweet, follow, sub as we get into today's plays.
Yes, sir. And we're going to do a third straight day of Seattle first five money line. If you're scared, go to church. We got Castillo making his debut. Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. This could go one of two ways. If I'm going to get the Seattle Mariners, who've been the hottest team in baseball over the last 2 months, like we've been saying, at a plus 145, I'm going to take it again. The odds are too good. The first game, they left 5 guys on base over the first 3 innings, 7 over the first 5. They should have been right in the game. They didn't get it the first game. Last night they got it. I got them doing it again today. Early start. Garrett Cole, although he's supposed to be the best pitcher in the rotation, he tends to be very wildly inconsistent, especially in non-divisional games. I'm rocking with the Seattle Mariners at plus 142 on the first 5 money line again. If you're scared, go to church. It's Wednesday, so you could probably catch Bible study. I do believe it's a dog day today. I know some dogs won last night, but I think it's a dog day in baseball today. I don't expect as much chalk as people would expect from today's matchups.
I like where we're starting it off. And Michael, we'll get into your question right here because it's one of the other earlier starts. You got a Morton and Wheeler day after the Phils getting blown up. One of the last times they'll have a bullpen day due to the pitchers that they acquired, so the rotation might finally be set. But only one of the
save you guys, right? He's the superstar back in the day.
Yeah, we won't get into that one, but essentially it was either you roll with Falter or the bullpen day like you saw yesterday, where only one reliever didn't give up a run, or you roll the dice with Noah, who's only on a 1-year deal, so he walks after this year. But Sosa, what do we like about the Phils Braves over 7.5? He's looking like he wants the money line parlay the Braves in the over. You got anything for this one here?
I mean, you got 2 really good pitchers. My initial look is the first 5 under would be what I would look at. Early start, teams tend to come out sluggish. That's my play that I like. But the thing is then that was my play, and then I saw Andy's on the complete opposite side.
These pitchers just faced each other not too recently, long ago. The Phils finally dropped one of their first L's. The Braves are on a current 4-game winning streak. So if you want to go with one of the most profitable trends in baseball, just roll with the team that's on a 3+ winning streak. It's been pretty profitable, and plus you're not paying that much of a premium. And the Braves are 12-4 straight up after 3+ wins in a row. Not saying to fade the Phils here today, especially with Wheeler on the mound, but no real play to the over here. But I can see the Braves. We got Toby dropping a nerfy for us. Sosa, what's play number 2 on the slate?
Again, I'm back on another dog. Brady Singer pitching for the Kansas City Royals today. Last time you saw him, had a masterful performance against the Yankees. I look for him to continue pitching considerably well. Wasn't very familiar with him at the beginning of the year until my guy Kamish was talking about Brady Singer. And honestly, I'm going to rock with the first 5 money line with them as well at plus 120. The price is good. The team is rallying, and then he's their best pitcher on in the rotation. So I'm gonna rock with Kansas City to keep it close against a Lance Lynn led Chicago White Sox team. He's been a fade candidate for the last 3 months, and whenever he came back, he's been a fade candidate. I know people expectations of a team that traded away, their 2 best players outside of Bobby Witt. We have witnessed Salvador Perez absolutely raking the ball since he's returned to the lineup. I think that that Kansas City at plus 120 holds extreme value, especially early on against this Chicago White Sox team. So that's my initial that's my play in this one. I have two more plays, but we can get on to the next one you have.
Yep, this is one where you're paying the books just already know here. Anibal Sanchez fade. The first half team totals came through both of them, but they're making you pay a 3.5 for the first 5 team total for the Mets. You are getting it at a plus 117 price. 5.5 for the full game. You got Bassett on the mound here, but the books are like, all right, the Anibal free money that we've been cashing in on, they're trying to take it away or making it that much tougher to come out. And then if the first half on the run line, you're paying a minus 161. So with the Nats, is there any way to attack this one here? Because I don't know if the 3.5 is a little too high for us.
I think today we're going to get with the money line being at minus 290, you already know, like I tend to stay away from those. Like I said, today's a dog day for me. I'm betting dogs. My first 2 officials are both underdog plays. At a minus 290, bro, it's a stay away. A lot of people were asking me about the Mets game. A lot of people did not like the fact that I said you fade a team when the money line's like that. I think Bassett comes out and pitches well. I'm just kind of staying away from it. The numbers suggest that it's a very weird line. I really have nothing in this Mets game to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's where if you're going to give me the 2.5 at like a minus 125, I was going to suck it up and pay the juice for that one. But that's where in the first 5 team total 3.5 at plus 117. Maybe you can sprinkle a little bit of a lunch run on it, even though that game's not until 4:05. First 5 team total, Kevin, that's a good angle because that's where we got creative with Brubacher, where you go 4.5, and then you can rely on whoever on the minor leagues for the Nats and Nelson Cruz to hopefully get you a run or 2.
We're going with 1/3 dog today. The San Diego Padres have a minus 330 money line today against a divisional opponent.
Is this a hate play or bias play, or is this a
no? This actually doesn't make sense to me. We got Snell, a lefty, facing the lineup in baseball that hits lefties better than anyone.
You're right.
At a minus 330 money line makes no fucking sense whatsoever. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rock with the Rockies first 5 money line at plus 210. That's 3 first 5 dog bets. Everyone starts at 0. So whether you want to get creative and take them with a plus half, get a little bit worse odds or whatever you want to do. But I'm taking the money line possibility just because of the push. If I lose, I lose. But I mean, there's no fucking way I'm wagering units on a fucking team that has a minus 330 money line, and we don't know who's going to be in the lineup because they just traded half the fucking for 3 guys that are going to be completely new in the lineup. Again, this is a 100% analytics play. Colorado Rockies against lefties. Absolutely. I can't see a situation where you don't take the value at plus 220. I just can't stay away. I have to take it. I don't care if Cool's been a trash can. I don't care if you believe that Snell's going to pitch better at the crib. The game is the game. That's where I'm at.
I'll hook you up with that. I haven't made any official plays in today's MLB slate yet. We've been working our way through it. There's a lot of high prices out there, which usually are the days that, to Sosa's method, you have to take the dogs. Tampa Bay is the one dog that's calling my name. The first 5 team total being 1.5 at minus 140 is too much OJ for me. But that's where if maybe the Rays weren't facing a lefty and they didn't have Beeks on the mound, I could probably be convinced to play them on the money line, even though they've been slumping as of late. Because, fading Kikuchi on the road has been pretty solid so far this season. 5.93 road ERA. The squad is 1-7 overall in the starts on the road. The over is 5-2 here. Another one of the early starts. We'll go with the Rays. Full game, team total, over 3.5 at -105.
Let's get it. I love that. I love it.
Because that's where the Rays, when they get into these days where they have to go into the bullpen, you shouldn't be that scared of them. Just because the bullpen is solid. It's just, I don't know. I still can't get the full game money line through on a pure bullpen day. I usually try to avoid the squad, but I think the bats will at least get us 4 runs in this game. What else you got?
I think that's really all I'm doing for the day, man. I'm going. It's a dog day Wednesday. If one hits, we profit on the day. If Colorado hits, we profit on the day. I'm gonna do today. What we're gonna do is I'm doing a 4-leg parlay for the people today. I just got to make sure that I get the. I just got to make sure I get
4-1. So you had to do 4 legs to it.
We're going 4 legs today because
I was about to say we didn't do our mandatory Shohei love part of this episode. Facing Oakland at home.
We're
big price going against your method. Are
Yeah.
the Elephants hungry today?
Yeah, but they really suck. Like Oakland really stinks. Like they suck for real. Hey man,
Will Shohei get 10 plus Ks? He's a guy that 3 straight.
does it rain a lot in Seattle?
I don't know. I've never been.
It does. I thought you would know that. You seem like a.
I know the stupid
You
saying.
seem like the geography type. No,
I'm someone that has to see it with my own eyes to believe it.
Oh, okay. Last time I was out there, it didn't rain at all. Actually, it was just kind of cloudy. It never rained though.
I do want to see that fish market though. That looks pretty cool.
Pike Place Market. It's fire, man. The worst part is the Starbucks. The first Starbucks ever, looks like a Jordan release in 2005 every fucking day. It's insane. I waited a fucking hour just to go get my girl shit from in there. Don't if you're gonna go to the Pike Place Market, be prepared to wait an hour and a half to get into the first Starbucks ever.
6 straight with Shohei with 10 plus Ks.
Yeah, I like the look. And then obviously today we're gonna go with the obligatory Dodger bet.
I was waiting for it.
The obligatory. Listen, it's still at plus 100. You might be able to get it on a better price on a different book. Dodgers, run line. Y'all are going to get used to hearing that every fucking day. Why? Because they're the most profitable. They're the most profitable team on the run line in baseball, not named the Orioles. And the Orioles only have it because they've been a dog so many times and went on a crazy run. But there's a matter, if we're talking about a matter of consistency and stuff, Rory, we're going to get to that at the very end. I wanted to make sure I make sure I acknowledge at the very end. But yeah, that's the last play for me, and we can get on to the parlay of the day.
And let's hear your parlay. I'll give out the MLS picks real quick, and we'll be out of here before 11:30.
So we're at plus 305 on the parlay, and we're gonna go Pete Alonso 2 total bases, Alec Bohm 1 hit, Vladimir Guerrero 1 hit, and Tim Anderson 1 hit. Bet it now because the numbers are going to change. I'm going off of who's hot now, pitching matchups, and just opportunity to get on base. All 4 of those guys fit the profile. Again, we're 4-1, going for 5-1, and the smallest parlay that we've hit is plus 230. So if you bet them, the profits have been through the roof. So let's keep it going. Let's make some money.
You sure you want to make some money?
It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay.
All right, let's load up the MLS section of the book because, on Daily Bread, we always lock in the plays that we give it out with you. We don't try to say, oh, I locked it in last night and I'm playing at this price, but I'll track it. No, we don't do that type of shit. Whatever the number's at during showtime, we play it because we rock with you guys 100%. So say the parlay one more time, please.
Oh, the parlay was, let me read. It's Vlad 1 hit, Alex Bohm 1 hit, Tim Anderson 1 hit, and Pete Alonso 2 total bases. You can get this on FanDuel right now. When the show started, it was a plus 305. Right now, the number is currently at plus 285. So it's the odds are changing very, very, very.
So when you lock it in, they knew.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. Like I said, we're going for another one. Last night's was easy. If you tailed the parlay yesterday, every single person had accomplished their leg by the third inning because Cedric Mullins had a hit in the third inning. Riley had a hit on his first at bat, and Salvador Perez hit a double the first time he came up. So by the third inning, the parlay cashed yesterday. It was easy. So let's hope for the same thing today.
Yes, sir. All right, we got 2 MLS plays for you today. So I'll have 3 total on today's slate, which was the Rays first 5 team total over, or Rays full game team total over 3.5 at minus 105. Where we're gonna start off the day. Nice little easy spot. It's sitting at minus 113 on one book. On the second book I have up, it's sitting at minus 105. We're going to be rocking with the San Jose Earthquake on the money line against Inter Miami. They pulled off a late one to give us the half cash the last time we faded against them. Higuain, if he didn't have one of the best goals of the season so far, that would have been an easy cash on Cincinnati. Inter Miami with the travel completely across the country, one of the furthest ones of the season. I like the San Jose Earthquake on the money line at minus 105. The second play that we're rolling with on the day, this is the first start of the day at 7:08 for the MLS, Charlotte and DC United. Pretty funny. I wanted to say this on yesterday's show, but for the MLS Team of the Week, DC United had 2 late goals to win. So that was Wayne Rooney's first game in charge. So it's pretty funny how they slipped him in for Manager of the Week because anytime you put Wayne Rooney's name out there, you already know what it is. And we already let you know how good Charlotte FC is at home this season, where a lot of teams with the new club up expected them to be poor. They're laying a minus 130 at home. I like the over 2.5 at minus 125. I'm staying off the Crew of Montreal game and the Timberers Nashville game, but those are your 3 plays of the day for me from Daily Bread.
Yes, sir. Dogs are barking. The dogs are barking today. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. I think again, we're going dogs today. I know some dogs won last night, but again, those first 5s, everybody seems to forget. All the teams start at 0. Everybody starts at 0. You know?
All right. Well, you said you wanted to get into one thing before we wrapped up today's show.
I just want to say rest in peace to Vin Scully. Obviously, when he retired, was very, very, very. It was about, I think it was 6 years ago he retired. The voice of professional sports. I won't just say baseball. I mean, he has so many iconic calls in baseball. I think people forget he also has he had a huge iconic call on the catch.
Yes, the playoff game.
Right, with my 49ers. He's just an icon. I mean, when you have been in the Hall of Fame since the early 80s, I think it kind of should let you know the level of an icon this guy was. Sad day for professional sports. But truly one of the best to ever do it. I'm not just saying that obviously as a Dodger fan. I think everyone can acknowledge his greatness from generation to generation. Just an amazing man.
If you had what we did, or if you have MLB ticket, you always were listening to the Dodger call late at night. So you at least heard him 2 or 3 times a week during the summer, which was always just a nice way to end off the day on positive vibes.
I want to also acknowledge something. Vin Scully's greatest call as a baseball commentator was not a Dodger game. The most iconic call he had in a baseball game was Hank Aaron hitting his record-breaking home run, where he acknowledged that a black man was getting a standing ovation in the Deep South in a baseball game. I mean, remember, this is the guy who saw every level of integration in Major League Baseball. And
Born
I
in
think,
1927, so yes.
and like I said, that
67 years calling games.
that is the most iconic moment for me. He's called a lot of Dodger games, Kirk Gibson's home run, all that stuff. Most iconic moment for me is him calling Hank Aaron's home run to break Babe Ruth's record. If you listen to it, it's the acknowledgement and just the just a class act, man. You can't they don't make them like him. So again, rest in peace to Vin Scully. He will be missed. He was an icon. He is an icon, and again, I'm greatly appreciative for his service to my major league organization that I support my whole life. So, don't want to leave anybody on a somber note. I want to end by saying I said some good things about Baker Mayfield. I still think he fucking sucks. So don't get it twisted. Just because I say something nice about somebody on a given day does not mean I like them. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like one of those keep your enemies close, your friends close, whatever the fuck they be saying,
Well, we claim we're the home of the #1 YouTube subs day in, day out. You guys never disappoint in the chat. Another great day of dropping picks, whatever else you guys were saying. We appreciate you all tapping in. Listen to Sean. Make sure to like the video. Give us that follow, retweet, sub. We're just about at episode 300. I believe we're at 289 today, so we're right around the corner for there. So is football. Premier League is back on Friday.
Oh, they're excited.
My fan thing is we win. Overall expectation, I don't know, it's a Wheeler day. You always have to have the faith there. We out until tomorrow.
Peace.